In the Law Enforcement Committee meeting of January 29th, we voted out one bill and we discussed two others. We had Prince George's Bill 30625, House Bill 349, Speed Monitoring Systems, Maryland Route 210, remanded to the Law Enforcement Subcommittee after there was some confusion over which version we thought we voted out. We are now all on the same page. I would like to ask again, because there was significant discussion two different times in the Law Enforcement Subcommittee on what is or is not in this bill. Briefly, I'd like to ask Council to go over those graduated fines that go with this bill that are tied to the speed limits, how much over the posted speed a driver is going. So if I could have legal counsel just briefly go over the fines and the sunset provision in the bill before we put it up for a motion by the whole delegation, Madam Chair.
Sure.
So under current law, the fines are set at $40 flat, irrespective of speed. What the bill does, it establishes a graduated fine system so that depending on how fast you're going at the time that you're caught on camera, then you pay more in 5 different tiers, so to speak. So the first tier would be for 12 to 15 miles per hour, the fine would be $60. The second tier is 16 to 19 miles per hour over, that'll be $80. Third tier, 20 to 29 miles per hour over, $140. The fourth tier is 30 to 39 miles per hour over, it's $270. And the final tier is 40 or more miles per hour over, and that's $500. The sunset provision currently in existing law is that the speed camera authorization goes through October 1, 2028, and the bill repeals that entirely. And then to be clear, there's no additional escalating penalties based on previous offenses.
Thank you, Counselor. And I would just like to ask that you explain where these tiered fines came from. We have them in another state law we adopted last year. So Delegate Valderrama did not just come up with these on her own.
That, Chair Layman, I would actually need to double check on. I'm not sure if Law Enforcement Counsel Dominic is able to answer that, but I'm not aware of that.
So is our Law Enforcement Counsel on here? I can actually answer the question because we got this. Delegate Valderrama was asked this. We discussed this in subcommittee. These exact fines and these ranges, 12 to 15, 16 to 19, up to 40 or more miles per hour above the posted limit, are taken straight out of the state law that we passed. A pretty strong bipartisan vote of the legislature, and this is based on Governor Moore's legislation for speed violations in construction zones. And of course, that came on the heels of 6 highway workers in Baltimore County being killed in a single accident in a construction zone. So these match exactly those tiered fines from that law. So this would not be a first. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, Counselor. I thought you were aware of that. I think our counsel is, but I wanted the listening public to understand where this is coming from. It would not be entirely new and unique to 210, and I wanted the full delegation to understand that, Madam Chair.
Sure.
So the bill was voted favorably 4-0, and I want to be sure that there are not any additional delegation questions before I would ask for a motion, a favorable motion in the delegation, Madam Chair.
Okay. Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we do a motion to move favorable on the bill, and then we'll go into discussion if there is a need for discussion.
I move favorable.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Is there any questions or discussion? Delegate Tolles.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to just clarify something that Delegate Lehman mentioned. Are you saying that 210 is a construction zone, or we just took the legislation from the construction bill, the bill that Governor Moore put forward for construction?
Yes. Thank you, Delegate Tolles. No, 210 would not now be designated a construction zone, but those exact fines match what we now have in state law for work zones.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify for the listening public that want them to be, confused that this is a construction or work zone. We're just using the fines to set this new law.
Absolutely. We're borrowing that structure. Thank you. Thank you for the question.
You're welcome, Madam Chair. Thank you. That was my clarification question.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I don't see any additional hands raised. And so, Ms. Coleman, can you call the roll?
Yes. 1 second. Delegate Austin,
Aye.
Delegate Barnes,
Yes.
Delegate Boafo, Delegate Fennell,
Yes.
Delegate Harris,
I vote aye.
Delegate Harrison,
Aye.
Delegate Healy,
Aye.
Delegate Holmes,
Aye.
Delegate Ivy,
Yes.
Delegate Lehman,
Yes.
Delegate Lewis, Delegate Long, Delegate Martinez,
Aye.
Delegate Pena-Melnick,
Aye.
Delegate Roberson,
Aye.
Delegate Roberts,
Vote aye.
Delegate Taylor,
I vote aye.
Delegate Taveras,
I vote aye.
Delegate Toles,
I vote aye.
Delegate Turner, Delegate Valderrama,
Aye. Thank you, colleagues.
Delegate Woods,
Aye.
Delegate Lewis, Delegate Long, Delegate Turner. All right, the final vote is 19, so the bill moves favorably.
Ms. Coleman, I'd like to vote.
I'm
aye.
sorry, Delegate Williams, I apologize.
I'd like to vote aye.
Okay, that's 20. So the bill moves.
Madam Chair, thank you. And I would like to just give kudos to Delegate Valderrama for her tenacity and her patience. She did get, a good question about how the fines on 210 have been spent over the years on improving 210. And she gave us a very thorough report from State Highway on the many changes that it has sought to make over the years to make the roadway safer. I think that probably satisfied anybody with questions about that. It was more significant than I would have guessed. So thank you, Delegate Valderrama, for that. And then just